One of your guys' favorite videos to watch are 82-0 challenges, and I figured what better team to do an 82-0 challenge with than the #1 team in basketball right now, the 7-1 Philadelphia 76ers. So they're currently playing right now, so maybe they'll be 7-2 by the time you guys see this. Maybe they'll be 8-1, I'm not sure. But right now they're 7-1, they have the best record in basketball, and we're going to see if we can do even better and just go the entire season undefeated. But before we get in the video, as always, please consider subscribing to the channel. I've been saying it. At 2,000 subscribers, there will be a $50 gift card giveaway to whoever wins, obviously. And they get to pick between PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, or the NBA Store. So don't miss out on that. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on today's video. And comment any video ideas you guys have in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that. And I'm going to try to get to some if you guys comment some. But anyways, let's get into this video. Okay, so we're over here in 2K, and we do have, obviously, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris. And Tobias Harris has been killing it in real life, but I'm going to trade him because he has a big contract, and he's already 28. By the end of this video, he's not going to be getting any better. So I think it's best to just trade him. Plus, his contract allows us to find a really good player. So I'm going to try and find a third star to pair alongside Embiid and Embiid and Ben Simmons. Sorry about that. But let's see if Tobias Harris and a first-round pick in 2021 can get us anything really nice. We could get Chris Middleton. That would be fine. We could get Lauri Markkanen, and that's not good enough for me. I really need a star player. I don't know who that's going to be. Oh, Tobias Harris is a power forward. What happens if he goes to a small forward? 86. Even better. Okay. And that's more his natural position anyway, so you guys can't even blame me about that one. I need to do it because that's the position he plays. But yeah, let's see what the trade offers are. Chris Middleton would be cool, but again, he's older too. I'm going to probably have to build a trade if I really want to get something good. And I really want to get something good, so I'm probably going to have to build a trade. Who do I want? Who is, hold up. I want to see here, not prospect scouting. I'm still getting used to this whole new thing. Team Intel, who is buying and who's rebuilding, who's selling. See if we can find a star player to add that way. I mean, they're not going to give us John Morant. He is definitely going to be off the table. That's like a non-starter for the Grizzlies. Who else is rebuilding? I don't really want anybody on the Hornets. Donovan Mitchell would be cool. But I don't know what type of contract Donovan Mitchell has. I feel like he's still in his rookie deal. Who else? I don't want anybody on the Kings or the Knicks. The Lakers are obviously going to be buying. Don't want anybody there. Rebuilding. I mean, Shea would be nice, but I think he's on a small contract still too. The Timberwolves are rebuilding. We could try and get Karl Anthony Towns. I'll try it if I can't get... Bradley Beal would also be nice. So Bradley Beal, Donovan Mitchell, Karl Anthony Towns. Those are our targets. Let's go ahead and just see. First, I think that Donovan Mitchell would be the first one I want to try and get. He's only on a $5 million contract, so we'll throw him. And who else makes a ton of money on their team that we could... I mean, it's Bogdanovich, right? And then... Otherwise, Mike Conley. We'll do Bogdanovich, and then I will give you Tobias Harris, and I will give you... I don't have anything. I can't get him. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do it. Let's see. Who's the other person? Bradley Beal. That would be an interesting one. So, $28 million. It lines up. Okay, so if I give you my first pick this year, not good enough. What about my first in 2025? And I'll give you a second in 2021. And another second, and a second in 2022. Okay, so they're not going to do that. Do we have a young player we could throw in there instead? Matisse Thybulle might work. Tyrese Maxey might work. Yeah, would they do this? Okay, they're requiring like almost $1 million too much. So just give me Passionix. Actually, he has decent trade value. Okay, who do they have that doesn't have good trade value? Isaac Bonga? He also has good trade... Not good, but like 1.5 stars. Do they have any 1 stars? Raul Neto? Alright, let's try this. Okay, and now I will give you the 2023 pick. and a 2025 pick, and a 2024 pick. Okay, they aren't doing that. What if I gave you, instead, I give you... Why don't you want to do this then, if we're doing this? We're just going to have to attach the right amount of picks. And we'll give them the 2023 and the 2025 also. Wow, they're not doing that either. What about 2024? Wow. Okay, interesting. What about 2022? They really don't want to give me Bradley Beal, huh? Who else do I have that I could throw in there? Matisse Thybulle. I'd be willing to throw Matisse Thybulle in the trade. And they send me back Ish Smith. 2021 pick. I'll throw them the 2022 pick. They really won't do this. How about the 2025 pick? Holy cow. Am I going to have to sell everything just to get Bradley Beal? I can't even sell everything to get him. Okay. Let me see if there's a trade finder for Bradley Beal. Joel Embiid. Yeah, that is not happening. Okay, so Bradley Beal's out of the equation. Who else do I want? Wow, this is rough. I thought I would be able to get somebody, but now I'm not so sure I can. Is there anything for Cat? Nothing. Let's try to propose a trade for Karl Anthony Towns, because I could run him at the 4, and it would work out really good next to a defensive anchor like Joel Embiid. So money works out. I'll give as many picks as it takes. Literally all the picks. I hate to do this to my Timberwolves, but at the end of the day, I need Cat on this team, and if I got to give every first-round pick I have to do it, I'll... Wow, they really... Okay, wow. Who do I go get? Let me player finder for someone. So I'm gonna do max age. I want somebody that's like 30 or younger. Max salary, like 37 million. And okay, let's just see here. So we're not gonna be able to get any of these guys. Who else could we try and get? Jason Tatum? There's no way we're gonna get Jason Tatum. Paul George. Okay, so they have like... Ooh. Now this is the type of trade I was talking about. Okay, so Paul George is an option. Trae Young, we're not going to be able to get him. Yeah, nothing. Jaylen Brown. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. Okay, hold up. Can we get Jaylen Brown by giving up Tobias Harris? Because I would rather have Jaylen Brown than Paul George, because I just think that he's going to get better because he's a younger player too. So let's give them Tobias Harris. They're acquiring $5 million too much. So give me a player that makes like $6 million. Would it work to do Daniel Tice? No, probably not. Let me get Jeff Teague. No. Tristan Thompson. And I will give you back Seth Curry. Okay, obviously they can't do that because it's too much money. All right. I'll give you Dwight Howard. Okay, I think we can get this to work. I'll give a decent amount of first round picks to get this to work. Wow, this is crazy. I can't believe they're not going to take this deal. Wow, I can't believe they didn't take that deal. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get Jaylen Brown. So, like I said, Bradley Beal's not going to happen. Kristaps Porzingis. Can we get this with Tobias Harris? Because he would actually look really nice here too. So Joel Embiid, get out of there. Josh Green, Isaiah Joe. I will give you Tobias Harris. Okay, it's got to be a too good of deal to pass up. 2022 pick. I'm sorry you guys have sat through like 10 minutes of just no trades happening. Wow, they are really stingy on Kristaps. Okay, we're just gonna go get Paul George. And you know what? If we have to, actually, Devin Booker. Is there anything for Devin Booker? We might be able to get him. Let me just take Ben Simmons out and let me throw in Tobias Harris. And I'll give you this pick. Okay, and this pick. And this pick. And this pick. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get Devin Booker. We're going back. We are going to just make the trade for Paul George. And maybe we'll flip Paul George. I don't know. But that trade was probably too good to pass up on. So I'm going to take it and run with it. Because we're not even giving up a pick at all. And we're going to make him our small forward right now. So he's a 90 overall. And can I trade him with 2 picks to get something really good, maybe? Oh my gosh. I am still getting used to this. Wow. Okay, Paul George, 2021 and 2022 first round pick. Give me something good. Give me something really good. There's nothing really good there, folks. There is nothing really good there. Yikes. What do I do? De'Aaron Fox wouldn't be bad. We'd have to re-sign De'Aaron. No, he got re-signed. So we could have De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield. Okay, maybe let's just try and do Paul George by himself. Maybe Paul George by himself has just as good a trade value. And maybe I can get something good. Not really. I mean, Russell Westbrook, I don't really need Russell Westbrook. Chris Middleton and this first is an interesting trade. You know what, we're going to do that. Okay, so we got Middleton here. And maybe Chris Middleton, we have better luck trying to trade him and, like, Thibault and a first. See if we can get anything. Or maybe we take Middleton and both those first and try and get something nice. I'm scrambling to find something, and I just don't know what that something is. So, let's try it again. Middleton, 2 firsts in 2021. Maybe this is the route to go. Maybe we can find someone. Maybe not. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, last thing I'm going to try and do. I am going to try to trade for Towns again and see if we can make it work now that we have a couple picks in this year's draft and Chris Middleton. So we have Chris Middleton. I'll give you 2 2021 first round picks. Okay, I'll throw them as many picks as they would. Just give me Cap, please. Oh my god, just please, please. Oh my god. All right, maybe we run with Chris Middleton for this year and just see what happens. So let me go ahead and see the rotation now, because it actually is pretty solid. We need a backup point guard though, so let me go find a backup point guard. And then we should be good for this year, because we don't have to get in this year by any means. So let's try and trade, maybe not Tony Bradley. Maybe we try and trade Furkan Korkmaz and 2 seconds and try to get a point guard. Chris Dunn. All right, we're going to snag Chris Dunn. I think that's all we're going to do. All right, perfect. All right, so the rotation is looking like this now, which is fine. Mike Scott at the power forward is definitely not my preferred. But for season number 1, I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to see what the system is that Doc Rivers is running for us. I might try and fire Doc Rivers later on. But for now, grit and grind seems to be fine. So I'm going to do that. We're going to simulate season number 1. Hopefully we can get like 60 wins this year. I mean, we have a really talented team. And then hopefully we can just kind of get on from there and really, you know, get close to 82 wins. We'll see. But I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. All right, so season's over and we sucked. I mean, we were 6th in the conference, but we were not good. I don't know how many wins we got. But it is not what I was expecting. Joel Embiid does make All-NBA first team. Do we have anybody else? Ben Simmons does make defensive first team. And Matisse Thybulle makes defensive second team. Okay, so we weren't good. We were 43 and 39, which is just not good. So I have a lot of work to do next season. But let's check out the stats quick before we get into the playoffs. Championship doesn't matter. I don't really care what happens here. If you guys wanted to pause and see those stats, you could. But we got eliminated in the first round, 4-1 against the Celtics. And the Nets go on to win the whole thing. So what do I have to do to get this team to be where I want it to be? Draft lottery. Luckily, I think we still have 2 picks. And we are projected... Oh, what was the Bucks pick? So it's not going to be a great pick. We have the 17th pick, which is our own, and the 29th pick, which is Milwaukee. So let's exit the draft lottery. Staff signing. We're going to bring in a better assistant GM, which is Michael Williams. I don't know who they actually have, but I need someone good. We're going to bring in Nick Foster as well. So we got... Did we not get Nick Foster? I need to double check. Okay, he's gone. So let's bring in Taylor Stewart to be our trainer. And maybe, I don't even know. I don't want to scroll over there again. That's the lamest thing ever. They need to just move that over and just like make them smaller or something, because shouldn't have to scroll over on the staff signing page. Anyways, NBA draft is here. I want to try to trade my pick. I'm going to try and trade Chris Middleton and both my picks now and see if there's better trade offers. Because sometimes that does happen in the offseason where you get really good trade offers. And sometimes it doesn't. So we'll just see what's out there. Brandon Ingram would be a really nice small forward for this team. I think he would make a lot of sense here. And he's better than Middleton, and he is a lot younger. So we're going to take Brandon Ingram. We don't have a draft pick anymore, so we're just going to simulate to the end of the draft. And let's see here. Rookie signing. Don't have any rookies. Team player option. Chris Dunn, player option was declined. That's fine. Matisse Thybulle will accept. Matthias, don't care about you. Sorry to say it. But qualifying offers, we'll extend them to all three of these guys. We're not going to have money in free agency. Like, very little money at all. So let's try and re-sign. Actually, who do we want to bring in? Do we have bird rights on anyone? Yeah, maybe we should bring back Chris Dunn and Tony Bradley. So we got those two to agree. And let's bring Danny Green back. We could use him, or we could use him to trade. And who else could we sign? Shabazz Napier's there, Reggie Jackson. Nemanja Bjelica's here. I think we're going to bring Bjelica in. I actually really like Bjelica. I liked him in his time in Minnesota when I got to watch him a bunch. And then let's bring in Quinn Cook for the minimum. And that's probably all we're going to do. So, with that being said, let's go to player progression. Let's look at how everybody's playing. Embiid's a 92. Ingram is up to an 89. Ben Simmons is an 88. I would love to find a way to move Ben Simmons' position and get a better point guard. But we got to make the trade still somehow. But anyways, I'm going to send some people to training camps. We're going to get into season number 2. And hopefully it's a lot better than this last season. Okay, so this is the starting lineup. Bjelica is our power forward. He went down 3 overall from last year, from when I signed him. So that kind of sucks. And we need a shooting guard. I think I might try to run like Ben Simmons at the shooting guard and just see what that does for the team, because it's going to bump his overall up a bunch. It'd be best to run him at small forward, but just we have Brandon Ingram, and I don't want his overall to go down. So I want to try and find a point guard to get in this team. So Luke Kennard is probably the guy to trade to try and do that. So let's trade him. He makes $13 million, so we should have decent options out there, but we'll just see what they are. Clint Capella, running him at the power forward would kind of work, I guess, but he can't shoot. Embiid's not a great shooter, so man. But maybe we take Capella just because it's the best offer out there, and we figure stuff out later. So we could run Capella at the power forward. He goes to an 86, or Embiid goes to... We're going to run Embiid there. He's a 96 overall. And let's try to trade Tyrese Maxey with Danny Green and a second, excuse me. Maybe that can bring us a point guard. Tyrese Maxey might have a little bit of trade value because he is so young. So if we could find a point guard that's solid, that would be huge. Patrick Beverley, but he's so old that he's going to start going down. Wow, there's really no point guards. George Hill, TJ McConnell, I guess. It's just not the trades I'm looking for. Let's try again. Let's take Chris Dunn with Tyrese Maxey and a second and see if that helps us get a point guard at all. Hopefully it does, because we need a starting point guard. We can put Ben Simmons there, but I really don't want to. I really want to just find a point guard to run there. Anthony Simons is okay. He's just not that great. Man. Like, if I'm making this trade, I might as well just keep the guys I have. So I'm not going to do that. Last trade we try and do is just Tyrese Maxey and 2 firsts, and just try to get the best possible player available, because that's really all we can do. So let's see if there's a good point guard out there. If there's not, we're scratching that idea and we're moving on. So Daniel Gafford's not a point guard. Desmond Bane's not a point guard. Jalen Brunson, he's a little bit better, but does he make us that much better? I don't really necessarily think so. All right, so we're not going to be doing that. One thing I want to do quick is just try to trade some of my seconds into first. So I'm just going to try and do that. See if there's any first round picks for these seconds at all. None there. Let me combine a couple more. See if there's any firsts. Because I could really use some first round picks. Yeah, there's nothing there for him. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Let's see what the rotation looks like again. Chris Dunn's starting for us. Man. Man. That just sucks. I mean, the rest of the starting lineup is really good. And the bench isn't bad. Matisse Thybulle, I'm going to run him at the backup small forward. So let's see the rotation here, or the roster here. Matisse Thybulle, small forward. He's an 80 overall. Does he have trade value then? What's his trade value look like? I know like 76ers fans probably love Matisse Thybulle. Seems like a super cool dude. But if I can trade him, I'll trade him. And we're going to see what's out there for him here. Hopefully it's something good. Dude, this is loading really slow. Okay, any point guards? RJ Hampton's a shooting guard. Not any point guards, but there's decent trades here, actually. Rui Hachimura to play power forward, but like 2 draft picks for that. Is that worth it? You know what? Man, that might be worth it. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to put Joel Embiid probably back at the power, or at the center. And we're probably going to try to do something with Clint Capella. So Joel Embiid going back to center. We're going to trade Clint Capella here. And we'll throw in 2 seconds. Hopefully that's something that can get us a point guard, because that is what I need so badly right now. Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine. You know, if I can get Zach LaVine, I'll probably just put Ben Simmons back at the point guard. Malcolm Brogdon's there. That's not bad. I don't get Brogdon a lot lately, so maybe that's what I do instead of getting Zach LaVine, because I've had Zach LaVine quite a bit, I feel like. But does that come with a pick? He doesn't. What does Brogdon? Jakar Sampson? Okay, we're going to make that trade. So, that helps us out a ton. Let's go look at this rotation now. Yeah, I like this a lot better. The bench is pretty solid. I think I'm going to run Chris Dunn at the small forward. He played that a little bit for the Bulls last season, and he's definitely a good enough defender to handle his own for the most part against a lot of the small forwards in the league. And we just need somebody to run the backup 3. So, this is the bench now. We don't have a... Oh, yeah, we do. We have Tony Bradley. Okay, I think I'm cool with that. I'm going to run a 10-man rotation. We're going to simulate season number 2, see if we can get close to 82-0. But first, I need to make sure that our system is good. Grit and grind isn't the best anymore. We're going to run balanced. I'm going to simulate this year. Hopefully, we win like 65-plus games, and we can really try and drive home this challenge after this season in the 3rd season. Okay, so season is over, and man, 4th in the conference. We're not even like championship contenders right now. I don't even know what to say about that. Here are all the awards if you guys want to see it. Drastic changes are coming after this year. Joel Embiid is probably going to be traded because we need to... I need to get closer than I'm getting. I don't even know what I'm at. 51 wins in our 2nd year. It's not good enough. I need to do way better. And trading Joel Embiid's probably the move we're going to have to make. But anyways, let's first, I should show you guys the stats, so we'll do that quick. This is what it looks like. God, man, I got some drastic changes coming because we need them. Let's simulate the playoffs now. See what happens. We're probably going to lose in the 2nd round. We lose in the 3rd round, actually. We lose to the eventual champions in 7 games. So it is what it is. Man. Staff signing. Alright, we're good there. So, my thing is, I don't know what the heck we're supposed to do. I feel like I have to trade Joel Embiid. But who knows? I have no idea. Qualifying offers, we have none. Free agencies here. Who do we have bird rights on? Bradley and Ferguson, sure. So we got those two. Let's make sure we get them. All right, perfect. So let's try and also bring in, man, Austin Rivers, I guess. And that's probably all we're going to do. We don't have a lot of money, so it doesn't really pay to spend a lot of time in free agency. So I'm going to go to player progression. We'll see who's in there. And wow, Simmons 93, Embiid 93, Ingram 90, Brogdon 87. Okay, so there's moves coming. I need to figure something out. But I'm in sensitive training camps. We're going to get into the start of the next year, and we're going to make some trades. Okay, so I said I was going to do it. I'm going to look into trading Joel Embiid. Put him at the power forward. We get the best trade value out of him. I don't do that a lot anymore, but I'm doing it now because I need all the help I can get. Let's see. What is out there? Jaylen Brown and TJ Warren. John Collins, Bam, and Tyler Hero. Now that's a trade I might do. De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton. Kyrie and Jarrett Allen. But we'd have to give up Malcolm Brogdon as well. Sabonis and Capella. Killian Hayes and Zach LaVine. Suggs and Siakam. Dame. Do we do this? I'd have to find another center, but finding a center is easier than finding a point guard. But James Wiseman and Klay Thompson, I have to give up Brogdon, though. What was the other trade that I didn't have to give up a second good piece? This one. Bam and Tyler Hero. Also Cade and Drummond. Okay, we're going to do Bam and Tyler Hero. And I know it's kind of weird. Tyler Hero at the point guard isn't exactly his best position, I would say. So we're going to run it with the shooting guard. We're going to run Ben Simmons at the small forward. And we are going to trade away Brandon Ingram and try to find a power forward or center. And then we'll run Bam or whichever one we need to. So let's do that quick. Brandon Ingram, 2 seconds. See what's out there. Give me a power forward or a center. Jaren Jackson Jr. Ooh. John Collins and Onyeka Okongwu is pretty nice. Kristaps would also be nice. Lonzo Ball, Russell Westbrook. Okay, we have to do this trade because it's just too perfect. Okay, so now let me go to the rotation. Look at this lineup. This is ridiculously good. And Okongwu off the bench, which means we can trade Hachimura for whatever the best trade offer is. So Rui, you're getting traded with a first-round pick and a second-round pick. And what can we get? Whoever's best. We could use everything except for a power forward off the bench. And if there's, for some reason, a really good power forward, then we might even make a trade somewhere else. Tyrese Halliburton would be cool. I think that's the best one, and I actually think it makes a lot of sense. So we're going to bring in Halliburton and Tyus Jones, I guess. And let's see here. Now what do we need off the bench? Try and upgrade backup point guard, backup center. Those are the moves. Try and upgrade those two positions. So backup point guard, backup center. So we have Tyus Jones. Let's take Tyus Jones, a first and a second, and try and upgrade him. Find a better backup point guard. Or even, I guess if there's a center out there, that would work too. Ricky Rubio. Is he better? I don't know. Okay, maybe we'll go back. We'll throw in another first, and then we'll see what's in there. Still not a lot. Cam Johnson. I don't need a power forward. I guess Daniel Gafford and Josh Hart would be cool, so we'll bring them in, and then let me make sure we have the rotation we need. So we need a backup point guard. So Josh Hart is going to be the guy we trade for a backup point guard. Oh man, I think this is going to be a lot better. We made a lot of trades. So Josh Hart, and is there anybody that has some trade value down here? Maybe like Paul Reed, and let's go with this first. Maybe we can't trade the two-way guy. So let's take Josh Hart, Tony Bradley, and a first. Okay, find me a point guard. Find me a backup point guard. That's all I'm asking. Emmanuel Quickley's there. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, we'll take quickly. And now let's see what the rotation looks like. Yeah, this rotation's a lot better. All right, I'm going to find the perfect system, which is 7 seconds, I would say. We're going to run 7 seconds. I'm going to simulate the season. Hopefully we are close. We can't be worse than last year. I will see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, so we're number 1 in the power rankings and number 1 in the conference rankings, which means we probably had a really good record. I don't remember. Okay, there you can see it, 67 and 15. So we didn't get 82-0. We were still really far away, but it was such an improvement over those first 2 years. If I had another year to get it built up a little bit more, I would do it, but I wasted those first 2 seasons because I thought Embiid and Simmons would provide more, and they just did not, which is an L. But here are all the awards. Let's go check out the stats. I'm rushing a little bit because the Timberwolves start in literally like 2 minutes, but we got to check it out. So let's go check out the stats quick, and let's see here. Nobody over 20. But I think we did end up balancing this team out really well. So, for the heck of it, can we at least get a championship in this video? We win round 1 and round 2. We lose, and oh my goodness, we don't even get a championship in this video. That is a complete L. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. I had a lot of frustration doing this one. Usually I say I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of frustration with this one. Kind of sucked. But we eventually did get 67 wins, which is a really good season. It's just nowhere near 82-0. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you guys for all the support. Hopefully we're at 2,000 subscribers ASAP. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I appreciate you. But other than that, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.